though? You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to another I Hate the Homies podcast, episode number 51. Rock Teasy's who I be.
Man, what the deal, done. It's your boy Griff, the first homie, broadcasting from Accra, Ghana, and I hate the homies. And when I think of number 51, get ready. I think of Takeo Spikes. I think of Jonathan Vilma. I think of Brian Cox. And then to close it out, woo, you gonna love this.
Stop.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Not the baseball great. One of the greatest of all time.
We need to check all
And
those
while
numbers.
while Super Dave thinking of something smart to say, I'll close it out with Dick Buckus.
There you go. Now you should have started with Dick Butkus. You know, it's like, yo. And was Ichiro, I don't think he was 51 like this whole career, man. I mean, maybe one of those seasons he was 51, but I got to go back and double check that.
You don't even like baseball, dog. Go ahead. Stop it.
I love baseball.
Super Dave.
And I like the way you said Dick Bucket. Say it again.
That was a pause right
Not
there.
at all. Not at all. I'm done saying it for the rest of my life.
And this is your boy Super Dave, but guess what?
We don't care.
We don't care.
I'm going to tell you what we do care about, though, man. NBA playoffs is getting ignorant right about now, man. So we break down what's happening right now. Bronny James officially makes his commitment to college. If you've been up under a rock, we're going to tell you where he's going to attend his higher education. And, of course, we got an interesting topic that the homies are going to break down their thoughts on. Evidence shows that living together before marriage increases likelihood of a divorce. I can't wait till we talk about that right there, dog.
No, that's so funny.
And of course, man, Mother's Day is coming up, so we gonna shout out to all of our amazing moms and all of your moms and grandmoms and all that good stuff before we get out of here this week. So I Hate the Homies podcast starts right now. Let's go.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, huh? I've been geeking for this broadcast. Got me in my bag, cause all they do is talk a lot of trash. Wait until I see them face to face off of this podcast. What you gotta say now? Check the facts, don't have the wrong stat. Rock T, he a genius as a sport, make Ricky smile, boy. Super Davey Holly come up short on like it's Cowboys. Always controversial, Griff call out plays, no rehearsal. Got me talking all in circles. I hate the homies. And Griff be laughing like it's funny. But they never bet no money. They my mans, but they throw me. I hate the homies.
All right, man, so let's get right to it. Pimpins, NBA playoffs, Lakers, Golden State. Lakers up 3-1. Who, at the moment, who would have thought that the Lakers would be up 3-1 over the champs? Now, I said it was going to go 7 games. That was my prediction from day one.
You did.
I said 6. I said Golden State in 6. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but it's not over yet.
I said Golden State in 6, but oh no, it's close to over. Let me tell you something. That Sacramento series took everything to win. and the Lakers is sitting there, they nice and ready. Look, we all three of us was up here talking about the Lakers ain't got no bench, and it's been a bench that's been showing off.
Y'all, for real.
I disagree with you when you said that the Sacramento series took something out of Golden State. Golden State they blew that game 1 with Poole, who's been awful.
No, but they had to go 7.
Hold on, he's been awful in the play. Okay, they went 7 games, but they still had a chance to win game 1 at home. Game 2, what happened? They blew out the Lakers. They beat them by 27 points. Game 3, Lakers returned the favor. They beat them by 30. And on Monday night, they still had a chance to win. They had a double-digit lead, and this is problems they've had on the road for all season long. This is a team that won 11 games on the road, and last night it came back to haunt them, or Monday night it came back to haunt them because they couldn't hold the lead. And let Lonnie Walker came in the fourth period and put up 15 points. The Golden State Warriors scored 17 total points in the fourth. He scored 15 of the Lakers' 27 points in that fourth period.
Hey, man, it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to X factor number 1 for the Lakers, and that's Anthony Davis. So if Anthony shows up It is what it is. It's gonna be tough to beat the Lakers. If he goes to mediocre Anthony Davis, then they're easy to beat.
Did y'all watch Game 1? I mean, not Game 1. Did you watch Game 4 on Monday night?
You talking about the blowout game?
No, the game on Monday night.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that?
No,
Absolutely.
the game where Golden State was coming back.
No,
and then it looked like, the Lakers about to do the same thing.
What happened was in Game 4 was you look at they could not put the ball in the basket. They had wide open shots. I'm talking about Golden State. They went 12 of 41 from the 3-point area. 12 of 41. And there was wide open shots. Guys like Steph and Clay were missing shots. Like, you don't see them missing those kind of shots. It was a winnable game. I'm not counting them out. I think it still goes. I said 6. I can't say 6 anymore. It's going 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to
And
put
they've
up.
done it before.
Games to come back.
Okay, but they did it against Oklahoma when Oklahoma still had Kevin Durant, Russell.
Oh, I'm not gonna sit and tell you what they can't do. I'm just saying the Lakers is sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, but just like in football or any other sport, what do we always say? You got to take it one game at a time.
If Golden State.
Yeah, but football don't be having 7 series though.
I'm just saying, period.
Look.
One game at a time. You only can look at one game, which is
well, looking at it the way you just said, one game at a time. Them yellow boys look sick right now.
Man, Splash Brothers.
That?
Look, it's gonna be. I still got Golden State in 7, but
so you still rolling with them.
Yeah, but the Lakers if they gonna win this series, they got to put them away now. They can't even let them get Game 5.
And even in Game 4, I mean, look at the numbers. Anthony Davis didn't have a great game like he did in Game 3 when they dominated.
He had a double-double.
But I'm saying he didn't have the numbers he had up before. He had a better game than what he had in Game 1.
Right, he was performing well, but like Griff said, their bench was contributing
but
big
who
time.
Who would have thought? Lonnie.
Hey, dog, he's in the NBA.
Lonnie!
That's all I keep saying. Lonnie. Say it again. Say it again, Griff.
Lonnie!
That's just 15 points. But I'm telling you, the key factor for the Golden State Warriors, and he hadn't showed up really in the playoffs yet, is Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
you just
Poole
paid this guy.
Yeah, Poole ain't doing
and
nothing.
He's shooting some ridiculous shots. He ain't Steph Curry yet. You can't do that right now.
Well, nobody's Steph Curry, but Steph Curry maybe.
Okay, so I said it wrong. Thank you. You're going to call me out like that.
Steph Curry could be Steph Curry sound like Steph Curry's evil doppelganger. Steph Curry can't dribble right. That's who Steph Curry is.
So let's go into Miami Heat, who's up 3-1 over the Knicks. This one don't surprise me. As much as I'm excited about the Knicks being in the playoffs, Miami, man, all they do is win.
Gone.
Jimmy Buckets, man, come on, dude. You already know how I feel about him. So
they lead this series 3 games.
It's not a lot to talk about. Miami won't. Let me tell you something here. Let's just say it like this: out of the teams that's down 3-1, New York ain't gonna come back.
No, sir.
I agree.
No, sir. So that leaves us to Boston Celtics and Philly. That game is tied at 2 apiece. This one really depends on James Harden, if you ask me.
Well, you look at what happened in Game 4 and also coaching. I like what you said about James Harden because he scored 42 in Game 4.
Look at that new coach for Boston, Super Dave.
That's the
just
big question.
Quietly walk them boys to the playoffs. Nobody know, dude.
But people are questioning what's happening right now in that Game 4. You saw in overtime, you had 2 timeouts left. You didn't call timeout to set a play. He trusts his guys, which is fine, but that's where I think a veteran coach calls a timeout, get his guys in the perfect situation. He didn't do it, and people are questioning him now.
But what if he makes the shot?
I mean, I agree.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't argue about it, but people still they find a way to argue about something.
I would have probably called a timeout, but I have no problem with him not, because you got to show some trust in your team, and it's like, listen, man, y'all, let's go get a bucket.
These are guys that went to the NBA Finals last season.
Yeah, go get a bucket.
I agree. You trust them. Yeah. Put the pressure on who? You put the pressure on Philadelphia. And now they're scrambling because you know what you're going to do.
Slam that pressure on Philadelphia, dog. I said you slam that pressure on Philadelphia.
Got to. Yeah, but I think the biggest part of what Rock said was if James Harden shows up like he did in Game 4, he put up 42 points. I thought he was still in Houston the way he was playing in that game.
And Game 1.
And in Game 1.
You couldn't have told me they wasn't supposed to be wearing all red.
No. Yeah, so that series is going to depend on James Harden, man. Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns. I'll be the first to admit I didn't think Phoenix can get back into this series when they dropped down 0-2. But doggone it, they found a win. They found a way to win 2 in a row.
But a series doesn't start until that other team loses a home game. And right now, they both
agreed.
They both hold home court. Denver won 2 at their place, and now you look at what Phoenix did. They won 2 at their place. I mean, it's going to come down. This might be a 7-game series in the end. I just don't think Phoenix has enough. Can you trust them? Because they don't have the depth, and Denver does.
Yeah, I still got Denver winning the series.
And Joker had 53 points in Game 4. 53.
And it wasn't enough.
Well,
he lost.
He had 53 and snatched the ball out of the Phoenix Suns on her hand, and then mushed him to the ground.
Yeah, a little elbow mush, like, yeah.
Well, he was trying to get the ball. I thought the Phoenix.
But wait a minute. When you go look at the replay, Super Dave, when you go look at the replay, homie, he literally was nowhere around the ball being out of bounds. It don't have nothing to do with him, and it ain't even his teammate. Then he goes over there from where he is to take a ball that the owner of the Phoenix Suns was probably going to give to a referee, snatches it out of his hand, and like it was so unnecessary.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been over there. He should have just walked away like all the other players, because most players don't go get a ball if it goes into the audience, goes into the crowd.
So I think the big question is, should he have been fined? Which he was fined $25,000.
He got fined $25,000.
Or should he have been suspended?
Not suspended. Nah.
Now, what if that happens with the fan?
First of all, the owner was a little fella, so the momentum of Jokic by himself probably pushed him down. Not like Jokic put an arm out and was like, take this. He ain't give him the Heisman.
Yeah, if it was a full-blown shove, push, or punch, then yes, it's suspended. But that right there, nah, just a fine is cool.
So are we sticking with our picks right now? We're still going with who you got in this series?
I got Denver.
Well, I had Golden State, and I might not be winning, but I did have Miami. And I took Denver, and I got Boston.
Okay, I'm still sticking with my picks. I got Golden State. I still had Denver.
Yep.
Miami. I still had Miami, and then that Philadelphia-Boston series is tricky, man. But I'm still going with Boston.
Yeah, you can't change your picks anyway.
But won't the whole country be happy for Philadelphia, dog?
Can't change.
What the hell is this? What's happening, Griff? How do you make who? What kind of rules is Super Dave adding? Once you make your picks, you make your picks. You either got it right or you didn't. You can't adjust on the fly.
What you say my name was? You said Super.
No, your
name
is...
So I changed when
Why
I
you
want to
change your voice? If you don't put some bass in your voice,
you violate man law now, dog.
Right. That's 2 times, Buckets. That's two times number 51.
Say it again. Say the whole name.
That's 2 times, Chicago Bear.
Man, what just happened?
Before we leave basketball, I don't know if y'all caught what LeBron had on after the game. Did y'all see what he had on after the game for his press conference?
Oh, no, what did he have?
I'm used to, well, it's a different age now. But, back in the day, we used to see Alonzo Mourning.
He ain't have on a full sundress with the pleats in it.
No, but he had on pajamas.
A poodle skirt.
You got to look at the picture. He had on pajamas, man.
Hold on, I got
You can't tell me those are not pajamas.
Or was it an outfit that looked like pajamas?
Are you looking at it?
Let me see, man.
I'm just telling you.
Look, now we all want to see. Don't do LeBron like that.
Don't do LeBron like that. You shouldn't be wearing an outfit like that. I mean, they don't dress like those guys back in the 90s.
Talking with the suits?
With the suits. Jordan was always clean after a game. Alonzo Mourning was always clean after a game.
You talking about these?
Always. Big double-breasted. They had on the big double-breasted.
Find a press conference that after the Golden State game. No, it's a silky outfit.
Send it to me.
I should have had it. I should have had it ready for you guys. I thought you guys saw this.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
I'll
edit.
I'll edit some of this.
Yeah, it looks like some nice little silky pajamas.
Okay then. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, better than what James Harden be having on.
The Cookie Monster outfit.
That dude out there with the Dick Van Dyke pajamas on now. We got the real.
That's the Playboy Mansion
pajamas. Grown man, white man. That's grown man, white man pajamas.
Yeah. Where you going?
Out there looking like a father in the living room after the game.
Yeah, dog. The only thing missing is the cigar,
I
the
was going
pipe.
to say the pipe.
Yep.
The pipe. So you agree with me? That is not.
Yeah, those look like pajamas right
Okay,
there.
then.
But hey, it's LeBron, dog. What you gonna do?
If that's how you feel after you beat Golden State, you know what? I ain't even gonna wear no clothes. Let me just go out here.
He said, "I'm relaxed. This is my relaxed attire. I'm relaxed on the court
It's
too."
an easy game.
So let's talk about Bronny James, LeBron's son. Next, he finally committed to
I
college.
was shocked about this.
Everybody thought he was gonna go to like a little pro league and get a little year up under his belt, or amateur pro league, and then come to the NBA to get drafted. But we'll talk about it. Let's go. That's next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bronny James, aka LeBron James Jr., has committed to attend USC. He finna have Southern Cal lit out there for 1 year, because we already know it's one and done, and he's going to get drafted into the NBA.
Absolutely.
We know LeBron James still wants to play with his son. That's going to happen, regardless on what y'all think or what everybody else think. He's going, whatever team he gets drafted
It's a setup.
LeBron is going to sign a 1-year deal with that team. He's going to play with his son as long as his legs will allow him to play.
But why are we talking about this kid?
I love that LeBron being with the Lakers and sending his son to the University of South Central, them Trojans. It's good momentum. It's an easy, once he's done over there, just tell him to cross the street. Come play in the Staples Center. It'll be fine. So I love it. It's going to bring that many eyes to the Pac-12 now, basketball, even though they're UCLA and Stanford and Washington. They got really good basketball teams, but USC ain't had a proper basketball team in a minute.
At one point, this kid was, I'm talking about Bronny James, was like 53rd among the best in high school basketball. He moved up to the 19. I give him credit for that. I still don't know how good this kid is. I mean, I know he played in the McDonald's All-American game.
Yeah.
But he ain't his daddy.
Okay, now let's talk about that.
And then an All-American game, it was all about Wembanyama, that giant 7'5" praying mantis that they got out there. He's 7'5", 111.
Yeah, right. Soaking wet, 111. But let's talk about the comparison, because when LeBron James was his age, coming out of high school, he was a grown man. Like, it wasn't even fair. Now, Bronny is solid. LeBron is quick to tell everybody that Bronny is better than he was at his age. I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree. That's a good dad pride thing. I've heard that a number of times too, and I go, I don't know.
Yeah, is he gonna be?
You was playing against the Suns and the Sixers and the Celtics when y'all was the same age.
Come on, yeah.
I don't know, dog.
Yeah, that's just Pops being proud daddy. I'm gonna make you feel good, but Bronny is solid. I will say Bronny's a good player. I've been watching him play for the last 3 years now in high school. He's out there at Sierra Canyon in California. So it made sense for him to go to USC, because he got a huge national fan base, but he's got a big fan base out there in Cali. So that's good for him. He won't have the extra pressure of being somewhere else. He's right there at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So good for him. Go out, get that education,
and go get that college experience that his dad always wanted. His dad always says, his dad says he would have went to Ohio State, but once you have it all, that's something else. Oh man, I ain't go to college. I don't have them friends. Like LeBron got different friends. All his friends he raised and gave them jobs and put them through college and all that. But just to, be a kid. Like, I love that LeBron is saying, go be a kid, dog. Go be your own star. Be a star on campus and off campus at the same time.
But I think we're putting pressure on this kid already, because if we're saying, I know what LeBron James wants to do.
Oh, if he ain't good, it's going to be a problem, Super Dad.
Okay, that's all I'm saying,
problem.
because we're talking about
it's going to be a big problem.
He may come out for 1 year. He may still be there for 3 years. We don't know that. We don't know how good he is when you put up against better talent out there, right?
Bronny James is one and done. He's one and done.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He's one and done, because this the only way.
It don't even matter.
Yeah, it's the only way he's gonna be able to play with Pops.
If he averages 8 points a game, Super Dad,
he's going
to the NBA.
But if he ain't good, who gonna?
He's gonna be good. Now we just don't know
the
how
Lakers
good.
will pick him up.
But that's what you
just to say James and James. Like, you don't understand. Like, that's a big deal.
Come on, dog.
And they're going to be going after LeBron's son every night, and LeBron going to have to be able to let him hold his own. But way to be a real father and say, you might not be ready for the league yet.
But see, that's all I'm saying is you guys
might
are saying
a little more technical.
Yes.
You know.
He's going to be good. We just don't know how good.
I think the other son's going to be better than him.
Bryce?
Yeah, but I think Bryce already has the size on him, too.
I mean, Bryce is taller, but I don't know if he's going to be.
Size is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to see.
But you know what? I've watched Bronny for the last two years, and he gets his. You know, it's always the highlights of the games where LeBron was at, and you know, trying not to do nothing, and then getting loud when it's so. I've seen him play, but I ain't seen him all the way play.
No,
like,
I think he averaged
him,
15 points.
California D1 basketball players are a problem. So let's see. Well, freshman, new meat, fresh meat.
Yeah, Bronny, he's not his dad. Like his dad is like, give me the ball, I'm going to score. Mm-hmm. Bronny's like a legitimate team player. Like for real. He scores when he has to score, but he just plays his role on the team. Now he's always the better player on the team, but he's not that give me the ball, I'm taking all the shots type player. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Okay. He averaged 14 points.
My point.
5 reboards.
My point. He don't throw up
3
a bunch
assists. That's fine.
5
I'm not saying
reboards.
when you're saying one and done,
Is
you can't convince me those numbers are saying one and done when you're going to have better talent in college basketball.
Well, let's back up because you did say reboards.
I said reboard. How you going to correct me every single time? Rebounds. My God.
Actually, I believe a reboard is when you be on the plane and then you get off the plane and then you come back on the plane.
To reboard.
They give you a reboard pass.
Well, you better not mess up today. I know that. You better not mess up
Y'all
today.
trying to make a point. Talking about, hey,
come on, Butkus.
Yeah.
Get it together. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Don't say suck it up, too, and say Butkus.
Oh, man. You might as well just turn your mic off now, Dave.
I ain't turning it off. I said 2.9 what? In boards. I should have just said boards, period.
Just say rebounds, dog.
I ain't saying that because that's what you want me to say.
Boards.
Thank you.
Or saying both. Dog, listen, the reboard statistics from the NBA players are at such a high right now.
I can't stand
anyway.
y'all.
He calls himself super. Man, come on somewhere with that bull crap.
I got stats to show how good I am. You ain't got crap to show me. Your predictions have been horrible the whole year. We've been on 51 shows. How many times have you been right?
About 50.
No. Are you crazy?
And let's talk about the NIL with this
horrible.
Bronny James situation.
I ain't talking about.
No, this is another reason why. This is another reason why it's cool for him to go to college.
I'm done.
The transfer portal.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that right now.
So you say that had nothing to do with it.
We know that just makes him so mad. Like you had to hear him regroup after
Griff.
Super Dave heard NIL.
Honest questions, Griff. Did NIL situations and these endorsement deals and these people and these athletes being able to get paid off their name, image, and likeness, did that have anything to do with him saying, "Oh, okay, it's cool for me to go to college for 1 year because I can still get paid"? Yes or no?
I believe. And number one, absolutely. Number two, we know you coming to the league, so we're going to throw you other money that these D1 kids ain't going to get, plus you in LA so you can catch other commercials and other stuff. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. He's in a beautiful situation, and on Dave's note, even if he stayed 2 seasons, he's still Gucci because he's going to be practicing with NBA teams in the offseason, so he's going to be good eventually.
He doing that now.
It's in his blood. He can't help it.
He doing that now. Before we move on, Super Dave, anything that you want to say while you're over there with you?
I am not speaking about NIL, period. I'm not. Move on.
All right. Mounting evidence shows that living together before marriage increases a likelihood of a divorce. We going to give you our homies' opinion on that right there. That's next. All right, man. So couples who lived together before marriage were 48% more likely to divorce than couples who moved in together after being engaged or married, according to a new study. I don't mind jumping in and going first, but you got to live together a little bit before you get married, in my opinion. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that helps the situation versus
Why do you?
Because you get to test drive the car before you buy the doggone car. If you go into the car lot and you pick out your doggone car, you don't just gonna say, all right, here's my money, give me the keys, I'm gone. No, you're gonna test drive the bad boy, make sure that it drives like you want to, make sure there ain't no problems with it, especially if it's a used car, making sure you just like everything about the car before you put your money and your investment into that bad boy. So I think relationships are the same way. There's nothing wrong with, being together with your mind and you guys think alike and you guys have great conversation and all that. Okay, that's all great. But at the end of the day, if you don't go through test drive the whole car, meaning live together for a little bit to see what y'all's habits are, good or bad, and even the sexual piece. I'm gonna be straight up honest, man. You gotta test drive that bad boy before you get. Because what happens if you get married?
Well, hey, I'm on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, so I'm gonna just say this. Number one, sex before marriage is on you. It ain't in the Bible. And number two, if you do, this is the problem. This is why the statistics are high, because if you live together before you get married, then it just pushes back the marriage date. And they keep pushing it back. And now you've been together 7 years and you ain't been married. Then you get married after 7 years and divorced in a couple years because so I understand I'm not surprised by that statistic. That makes absolute sense. And if you really want to have a relationship that's intended the way God has it intended for you, don't have sex before marriage. I can't say I'm guilty of it. I've had sex before marriage and all the marriages.
What was his name?
That ain't the point.
What was his name?
The point is this. The point is this. You can get 7 reboards for every wife that you.
I'm about to say, dog. I'm like, what is the point?
He still ain't answered the question. I just want to know what's his name.
He's going up, boy. How you gonna preach and then say, "Well, I don't do that," but it's the right thing to do.
That's a false prophet. I just hit you with the false prophet. And another thing, I see rain in your life. I see rain. I see rain.
Oh man.
I mean,
Are you a Prince fan? I see.
I have no problem with it. It's just like, you want to see how the restroom look before you go use the restroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, yeah.
No, I don't. I'm a man. I'm a pee where I need to pee. Only women do that.
But I guess the big question is, and we all have daughters, right?
Yep.
Now, if your daughter came to you right now and Rock, I guess, I don't know who daughters are older, yours or Griff's, but if she came to you right now and says she's in a serious relationship and she wants to move in with the guy, would you have a problem with it?
I got 2 daughters, and this is one of those hypocritical things.
That's why I asked the question.
Yep, because I would not be okay with it. But if she did it, I'm not going to disown her. I would understand why she did.
Nothing like that, of course.
Yeah, I would understand it. So,
but why would you stop her? What would make? I mean, you just said it's no big deal to you.
It also depends on how long they've been together. Like if they've been dating for 4 or 5 years,
you don't know the dude.
And then I'm like, okay, cool. And the dude is really cool, is being good to her. Okay, cool, I'll approve it. But if they just started dating and 2 months down the road, we finna move in together, get an apartment, then that's when nah, chill on that.
I have a daughter and I have a son. I would probably feel more freely with my son to go do something like that because that's what guys think.
Right.
But for my daughter, it would be hard for me to let her go. And I know at this age, at a certain age, she can make her own decisions. But at some point, I'm going to give her some advice. I don't think it would be a great idea.
But see, that's the problem with that. What I hear is a problem that is in our community. You would tell your daughter, don't be a hoe and save your virginity, but you wouldn't tell your son. We have to start telling our sons. I tell mine too.
All
but
the time.
I don't want Dave's comment to be misconstrued that all the homies feel that way. I let my son do it, but my daughter.
I know you're saying sex is involved. I'm not speaking of sex. I'm saying just to live with that person and not be married. That's my whole big point.
I'm telling my son the same thing I'm telling my daughter. Nah, not a good idea unless my son has been dating this young lady for 4 or 5 years in the same situation. Okay, y'all gonna probably get married anyway because y'all been together for a while. Okay, I'll approve that. But I'm telling my son the same thing I'm telling my daughter.
But then Harmony comes to you and say, "Daddy, didn't you do it?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny that you say that because Harmony comes to me and Crystal a lot about it.
I'm just saying.
When we tell her and Lyric, when we tell them both that what they've done, we try to correct their mistakes, or we give them advice.
But what about you?
What about you? And we don't run from nothing. We explain. You know what? We made a mistake.
Okay.
And see, you can make mistakes, but learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to keep learning from your own mistakes. Learn from other. And this is why we're telling you that it may not be the best decision because of. We did it, and this is what happened to us. And most of the time, Lyric and Harmony be like, oh, okay, now I understand. But if we try to pretend like, that whole do as I say, not as I do, you got to explain yourself, man.
But then why would we, and it's more, I'm moving past that. I'm looking at the stats. When you say 48% end up in divorce, is it because they moved in early together with each other, or you have other issues? Because it's always going to be finance. It's always going to be communication. It's other issues there than just moving in together, right?
Right.
Because I can marry the person I'm going to marry, and you still have the same problems.
Right. So that's why it's 48%, because it's about 50-50. Because you're gonna move in so you can learn more about people, and you may discover, man, I don't like this person really like I thought I did because I don't like some of their ways. So I can't be with them, which leads to divorce. Or it can go the other way around. You move in with each other, and you're like, man, I like this test. I like this car. I'm finna buy this bad boy. This test drive is going very well. Now it's official. Let's go ahead and make it happen.
So me and my wife married, and the first time came home, from the honeymoon and everything, and she left a towel somewhere that she shouldn't have left the towel. I just said, who left the towel here? Of course, it's just me and her. But she said the way I said it to her was aggressive, and she felt like she was sleeping with the enemy.
You just scared me when you said it just now. I just got myself together. I started looking around like I took a shower yesterday. I ain't even have a towel.
I think you see
Was
now.
you scared a little bit, Rock? Wasn't that random, dog?
Yeah. Like he about to be calm down, dog.
I'm just saying issues like that. I'm saying you're probably living with each other at the beginning. You can learn more about each other, but I still think it's going to happen both ways. I mean, the same thing happened when I was married. The same thing's going to happen if you're not married.
Wait a minute. Same thing happened when you was married. You ain't married no more?
Yeah,
Was you ever married? See, you confusing us again. You put your foot in your mouth, dog.
I just threw it
Let
out
me tell
there,
you
man.
something. It was so many reboards on what he just said just now.
Why you got to revisit the reboards, man? I hate you. I really hate you. But you couldn't answer my question. When you said the people you slept with, and I said, what was his name? You couldn't answer that one for me. Oh, now
What
it's
was
quiet.
his name?
Yeah.
You didn't catch that? You didn't catch that earlier, dog. He got you with that one, dog.
What was his name?
He didn't catch it, dog. He said it
Let me
earlier.
tell you something. When you explain jokes 11 minutes later, dog, they suck when they
did
first
you get
came out.
Yeah, I heard it
What were
when
you
first
laughing
said
at,
it.
Rock, when I said it, right?
I was laughing at that.
Okay, you weren't paying attention. That's the problem.
Well,
Griff was
when
laughing.
I edit the show, I'll just take that part out. How about that? It'll go straight from LeBron James to Ray Duggar.
Wait, take out reboards in. Please, take out reboards.
On that note, so this is the week leading up to Mother's Day, man, of course, man. So we got to shout out to all of our amazing moms and all the other mothers out there. And we also want to take time to acknowledge those who have lost their moms or their grandmothers or anyone
always.
that's special in their life or whatever. So we're going to talk about that before we get up out of here next. All right, y'all. So according to another survey released by National Retail Federation, consumers plan to spend $35.7 billion on Mother's Day gifts this year. Nearly $4 billion more than last year. Damn. Wait a minute.
I mean, they
Just
should show the
reading that.
Father's Day too, because it's going to be a big difference in that.
Father's Day about $5. And maybe a tie.
And a raggedy ass tie you don't want to wear.
So first and foremost, man, happy Mother's Day or pre-Mother's Day to everybody out there that still has their mom living or is no longer with you. And happy Mother's Day to the fathers that are also playing the role as mom. there's some single fathers out there.
No, we won't. No, we won't say.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
that
hate that. We will not say I'm the mother and the father. You either the mother or the father, and this don't have no non-binary nothing. You ain't. If you the dad, you celebrate Father's Day. If you the mama, you celebrate Mother's Day. If you a mother and you celebrate Father's Day, because I do the stuff that man do. I ain't getting you a card. I don't care who you running that on. You get a Mother's Day card, and then first of all, my wife ain't getting a Mother's Day because you ain't my mama.
I've been
How about
saying that.
I'm gonna be with my mama.
Thank you.
I've been saying that too, dog. And whoever get married, you ain't my mama either.
Exactly.
I'm getting that lady got kids. I got my own mama that's still alive. Hallelujah. And I'm flying in to go see her on Mother's Day. So I'm leaving that lady who got kids.
Thank
and
you.
I'm going to that lady who had me.
We get her mother something. My mother-in-law, we get her something.
Yes.
And
Well,
we get my
mother-in-law passed.
because they are mothers. But just because my wife is the mother of our kids, my kids should be getting her something, not me.
Now, what if your kids can't? So do you give your kids money to go buy your wife something?
At the beginning, I mean, now they're at an age where they're getting allowance. So now they can't afford and go buy something for their mother. I don't have to do that anymore.
All right, that's interesting.
But I'm not buying it from.
So you and Griff never celebrate Mother's Day with your wife as being the mother of your
Like take
children.
my wife to a restaurant on Mother's Day?
You're right.
No,
Never.
Are y'all serious?
Yes, we're
Promise.
both serious. I can't believe we agreed on this, but
All right.
yes, we're both serious.
So that's super.
Right.
That's Super Dave and Griff that believes that. Listen, I truly believe. Okay, first of all, you're right about half of what you said, in my opinion. Yes, your mom is your mom. That's your Mother's Day. That's where you put your efforts to gifts and giving to your mom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But your wife is the mother of your precious children.
Not my
And,
mama.
and because of that, you want your wife
Listen,
to
nobody
understand
care about your
how much you
fallopian
appreciate
tubes.
her
This-
for being the amazing mom that she is for
and
your precious
wife right
children.
now, Rock, is saying, "Thank you, Rocky. Way to defend me to the guys."
And it ain't got
I
nothing to do with
appreciate
that.
you.
It's just the right thing to do to show your wife how much you appreciate her as the mother of your precious children. I can't believe my two homies don't believe the same thing. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
She not my mama.
She ain't getting a card from me.
She not my
Nothing.
mama.
Not my mama.
Hey, not my mama.
I might get her a card that say "Happy Not My Mama Day." How about that?
That's a damn shame,
so
man.
In fact, I'm
what do you do for
gonna
Crystal then?
get a blank card.
Huh?
I'm gonna put "Happy You Not My Mama Day." How about that?
I like that idea. What'd you get for Crystal?
Look, I'll get two.
Not now,
I'll get
this
two. I'll
year.
get one for you too.
Thank you.
Buy one, get one free. No, man, it's look. First of all,
I mean, I understand it. I for me, I'm just trying to get all the Mother's Day with my mom while she on Earth. My wife's mom passed last year, and Mother's Day is super duper hard for her.
Yes.
So while she's sad about her mom on Mother's Day, I figure I'll go be with mine because, again, not my mama.
And just like on Father's Day, I don't expect my wife to get me anything. Now, she might get it for the kids for me,
right.
but I don't expect her to give me anything because I'm not her father.
So let me
Now, she
say,
does call me daddy when I'm putting that foot on that neck, but that's fine.
there you go.
We need to check on Ebony. Ain't her
Right.
name Ebony Rossi?
I think, man, she
Need to
got
make sure she okay.
she's walking around with a crooked neck and a humpback.
Walk around with a neck brace. Ma'am, are you okay? I walked into the cupboard. I fell off the shelf. I keep hitting the bathroom shower curtain. Yeah.
Why? So let me say this, then I'm gonna be done, man.
They're like, she clumsy at work. She's so clumsy. Why she always hurting her neck? You better go to a chiropractor.
I can't stand
And
y'all.
why she talking with a slur? So I'm the first. If y'all listen to the Perfect Pair podcast that I do with my wife, I'm the
Yes.
first one to say that Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, even Father's Day, sometimes as a holiday can be overrated because I truly think it should be Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, any other kind of day, every day of the week. Like,
I agree.
You shouldn't have to wait for one day out of the year to show someone how much you appreciate them. So, and me and Crystal has had arguments about that. So Mother's Day is one of those things. So, but at the same time, I do think that, okay, it's a holiday. Mm-hmm. We do acknowledge our mothers on this day. So as my wife, who's the mother of my kids, I'm going to acknowledge that and let her know how much I appreciate her on that day. Now, I do it every day anyways, but on this particular day, I'm going to extra do it, if that makes sense.
So what do you do normally? Like, give me a pass, something in the past that you've done for her.
Now, we don't overdo anything. Like, we may have dinner. I may get her a little small gift, a little token gift, just saying, hey, I appreciate you, whether it's a little tennis bracelet or something. Mm-hmm. It could be a pair of shoes. My wife always gives hints throughout the year about things that she likes. Oh, those are cute. Whether it's a blouse, a pair of shoes, a piece of jewelry.
Jacket or something. I feel you.
Just something.
I feel you. And you got to catch those alley-oops.
You catch those alley-oops. And those are the little small little gifts
them alleys, dog.
that you can drop on a Mother's Day.
But then you go, the same thing she's telling you, those little alley-oops she's throwing you, just go to your kids and say, this is what your mama really want. That your kids should get it then. Your kids are old enough now where they can afford to buy those things, right?
And I throw those alley-oops down to my kids too. But I can still do it too.
He too locked in, Super Dave.
Yeah, he's locked in.
This something he's been doing for
him.
a long. We've been doing it our way for a long time, and he's been doing it his way for a long time. What Lanika not gonna get on Sunday is nothing Mother's Day for me. How about that?
And not even a rose, not even one rose.
Man.
Well, there it is.
I got some moms that raised me. I'm making sure they sweet.
There it is.
Now
man.
I do something for my sister too.
But that's not your mom.
That's not my mom. I know it's crazy, but I do something for her.
I do the same thing. Dave, is this the craziest show? Me and Dave done agreed on.
Thank you.
That seemed like 700 things already.
Right. It's the first for everything.
We're on the reboard. See, that's what we do. We're on the reboard.
We're on the reboard. This is a reboard show.
Yes.
It's the show. But hold on. This why this show is so special, though. We don't even know. The next time y'all hear our voice, it'll be our 1-year anniversary of I Hate the Homies. Ain't that crazy?
Look at that. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Pimpin'. Did I just get hyped?
Yeah. Now, are we going to buy each other cars?
By yourself, and we let you, too.
Y'all left me out there, dog.
We can't bring you in this reboard party because of your Mother Day ways, but you still the homie.
I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother and to my mother-in-law. They've been great individuals. They've helped us a lot with our kids, and they've been there for us, and I try to do the same for them, be there for them. We try to be there for them.
Absolutely, man. And likewise, I got the greatest mom on earth, Joanne Turner. And shout out to my wife's mom, Frances. Granny Frances is what our kids call her. Mm-hmm. Both of them are mom 1, mom 2. And shout out to, of course, my wife and my sister and just all the other mothers out there that put a smile on your face and enjoy yourself.
And for when my
shout out to my mama, my Deb in McKinney, Texas, and my bonus mom, Myrtle in Kennesaw. Love y'all. My sisters, Toya and Nadia. Jesse don't have no kids. And my great friends, Keisha Abraham, who I know since I was a 7th grader. She's an awesome mom as well.
And when my mother calls me, my ringtone is Boys to Men.
Mama.
I
love it.
And then when my mother-in-law calls me, it's the Darth Vader song, the Imperial March.
Gee.
You don't even want to answer. You let the whole thing play for you answer, huh?
You're right.
Until it goes dun, 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 dun. Hello?
Eva walks into the room.
C-3PO? Hold on a second. R2-D2, telephone.
Yeah. There it is, man. I Hate the Homies, episode number 51. It has come and gone. Rock Teasy's who I be.
Man, it's your boy Griff, the first homie, man, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave. I'm on the reboard. But guess what? We don't care.
We don't care.
I can't give you that. I ain't give you that one, dog. We'll see y'all next time. Deuces.
I hate the homies.